All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we know we are awaiting the confirmation of a new attorney general. In the meantime, we're still stuck with Eric Holder. Ted Cruz came out today and said Loretta Lynch will be worse than Eric Holder. Joining us now is someone who knows all about that kind of stuff because she's a former attorney for the Department of Justice and author of License to Lie, Exposing Corruption in the Department of Justice. We welcome in Sidney Powell. Hi, Sidney.
Hey, Steve.
Well, first of all, let me ask you, I know you've been keeping up with this. It looks like it's a fait accompli. I mean, I know that the Senate committee was listening to testimony about a huge, what some consider to be a huge scandal involving Loretta Lynch, but I don't think it's going to deter them from confirming her.
It's difficult to say right now. I think it's going to be close. She's got a lot of baggage. There's all kinds of cover-ups that have been going on in the Eastern District of New York and wrongful prosecutions that have come to light, including one I wrote about in the New York Observer a week or so ago in the Brad Stinn case, where a young man has been serving 6 years in prison with the theory that he stole his salary from his company. It's an outrageous prosecution.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That is unbelievable, and it's unbelievable that that wouldn't disqualify her on the face of things. But we'll see how that pans out. You got a piece in I believe National Review, if I'm not mistaken, talking about an epidemic of prosecutorial misconduct. Correct?
Yes, correct. Judge Kaczynski wrote about that in his Olson dissental about a year ago, and there have been just more and more cases coming to light every day. The Innocence Project, for example, has over 1,300 exonerations to its credit, and a number of other, I think the national database of exonerations has literally thousands of them. We've got a lot of innocent people in prison at a time when our prisons are grossly overcrowded and our resources are scarce, our budget deficit is out of control, and still some prosecutors are pursuing baseless and wrongful prosecutions and incarcerating innocent people.
Well, what are we talking about? Are we talking about mostly white-collar crime and trumped-up charges, or what are we talking about? For it to be in epidemic proportions, it's got to be a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff, and it runs the gamut. It runs the gamut from wrongful, violent criminal convictions, people who are accused of committing violent crimes, but they're not the person who did it, and DNA later exonerates them. They didn't have resources. I read an article recently by Judge Rakoff that was probably a year old by the time I read it, but it's an excellent article about how people even plead guilty simply because they don't have the resources to defend themselves, and prosecutors threaten to load up the indictment against them with so many charges they could spend their lifetime in prison when they didn't do what they're accused of doing, but they can't fight it.
And Sidney, what's the motivation for these prosecutions that are improper? Is it to enhance one's political credentials? Is it to revenge? Is it what's the motivation on the part of these prosecutors? I know it's hard to generalize, but for the most part.
For the most part, I think a lot of them are either political or for the prosecutor's own personal agenda. Fortunately, probably only about 10% of the prosecutors are willing to engage in that kind of conduct, but even 1% is too many. We need more checks and balances and some new legislation to hold prosecutors accountable for their own wrongful conduct. Right now, they're exempt, they're immune, they have absolute immunity, and the bar associations are not doing a blooming thing about it.
And Sidney, just briefly, has it gotten worse in the last 6 or 7 years?
It's definitely gotten worse. The more they've been allowed to get away with it, the more of them do it. The more they've seen that they can punch their tickets to 7-figure salaries in major international firms or become chief White House counsel, general counsel, deputy director of the FBI, or the attorney general for the criminal division of the Department of Justice, the more they're willing to do it.
All right. Sidney, always great to talk to you. Keep up the good work, and check out that piece at National Review, ladies and gentlemen. Give Me 5 is next. Stay right where you are.